going on, Wiser Shifters? I'm doing my best to cover my place of work because I don't want nobody to know where I work at. Let's do this right here. Let's fold this. All right. Of course, we all have a 9 to 5, but at the end of the day, the goal is to be independent and to be self-reliant and self-sufficient and surviving. Of course, basic necessity is always going to be needed, and certain things I won't be able to forge myself, but the thing that I'm in power of, I am going to take control of it and do my best to navigate around those things and be able to control it myself. So one reason that I want to make this video is I tried to make it earlier before I leave for work, but audio difficulties, I forgot to turn certain things on to get good audio. So we're having this last minute video, but nevertheless, I have important information I want to share. Today, early this morning, while I was doing my PT, my physical training, if you really gonna live this life in terms of being a prepper or a survivalist, you have to put in the work. You have to use these hands. You know what I'm saying? And you have to use the equipment that you're gathering and prepping for to use. So here's the thing. I noticed that a lot of people are literally walking dead, because a lot of people are, of course, living their life depend on technology. There's nothing wrong with it. You have to use it when you can, but we are becoming zombies. We're not focused on what's around us. A lot of people are not self-aware of their surrounding, and I urge you to be, because here's the thing: the moment that you become complacent, you never know how things might go. But if you are in condition orange, which is a state of awareness, you have a better chance of surviving whatever comes your way or threat. So if you're not a prepper, here's some reason why you should consider becoming a prepper. And if you're already a prepper, here's some things to reinforce the state or the stage that you are already in the state of preparing for whatever, calamities. So here's number one: the tools that you're prepping and the food that you're storing, you have to put in the work and learn how to use those tools and eat the food that you're prepping for emergencies. The tools that you're buying. A lot of people are becoming hoarders of tools and food. Here's what I mean by that: a lot of people are buying a lot of dry freeze good. Some people have MREs, and they have, of course, non-perishable items, stores in the closet or wherever, right? Or their food pantry. But so here's the thing: if you're not actually practicing cooking these food, it's worthless, because there comes a time where you want to eat that food, and because you didn't have the practice of preparing those food, it'll get boring after a couple of meals, despite how hungry you might be. So the food that you're prepping, practice cooking it, right? Rotating your waters, getting the food that you like to eat. Secondly, the tools that you're buying for protection, right? The pew-pews. Buying a bunch of ammo, even though we have a shortage of ammo, or having a bunch of firearms doesn't mean you squat if you don't practice it with it. And letting that tool, using that tool and then allowing it to be an extension of yourself. Training, dry firing, zeroing your iron, your sights and stuff like that, making sure you can hit a target, still or a moving target. Any form of practice is good practice to me. You might disagree, but the thing is, you want it to be a second part of your life where you're able to use whatever tools that you're buying. And don't become a gear slut, excuse my language. What I mean by that, if you love fishing, don't buy all these fishing lines and not mastering your main fishing pole that you like best. If you like hunting, learn the skills, practice the best way to be efficient in hunting, trapping, snare, whatever. Use your tools. If you're gonna buy, you don't want to buy a $300, $200, $400 knife and you have a $3 skills. I heard this from one of my favorite preppers, Bear Independent Tech. Check out his channel, the most logical channel you can out there. But the thing is, being aware is important, because there's things happening locally in your community, statewide, nationally and internationally. You have to be aware of what's happening, because just like a natural disaster can happen, you can see it happen, you can see it coming, you can see the storm coming, you can hear about the storm coming, and you get a chance to prepare for it. Government collapsing or community going down, those are slow crashes. But a pandemic, that's something that comes fast. Or earthquake, that's something that just happened instantly. You don't have time to react to it. That's why my last video I made was about prevention and reaction. You want to be in a state of prevention. So be a prepper. Prep for what might come. And when I say prep for what might come, don't be a doomsday prepper with paranoia and fear, but allow yourself to prep for the most likely events. I live in the state of Florida, so I know often during hurricane season, there's going to be a hurricane out somewhere in the sea about to make land, if it make land, or wherever it might end up going. But at least I know there's a chance I am going to have some sort of heavy storm that can cause power outage, delay in logistics. So we already know how fragile our logistics system here in America. Don't be dependent on that. Store your food, your weapon, your water, and the worst scenario, having your bug out bags. If you haven't seen the video about type of bug out bags, go ahead and check it out. I'll leave a link in the description. But what I'm saying overall with this last minute video is that I was able to acknowledge and be aware of how people are moving as the Walking Dead and not aware of what's happening in their surrounding. Don't be like them. Prepare today. It's never too late. And remember, prepping is not a destination or a goal. It's a journey. Little by little, you can build your food, your water storage, and your skills of whatever tools or weapon that you buy. Remember that it's never too late. Start today. Again, this is Wiser Shift, shifting the mind, body, and soul. And I hope to see you in the next video. Appreciate the time that you're spending and watching these videos. Consider subscribing, and also comment below what do you think about this video. Or the question is, I want you to tell me, are you aware of your surrounding? Are you aware of what's going on in your community, in your state, and also nationally and internationally? So go ahead and subscribe. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you think about that question, and please answer that question. And Wiser Shifter, don't forget, always, always, always on the move and make the shift for a better life. I see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.